So does spinning articles still work for ranking a local site in 2020? The short answer to that is yes. Hey everyone, Matt Wacek here. Welcome back to a brand new video. So yes, I gave away the answer right there, but I want to show you guys some examples in this video of it working in plain sight. And actually, the site that I'm going to show you guys doesn't have any spinning whatsoever. It's straight up just duplicate content, and we'll get into that in a second. But I also want to share with you guys the process for how I create an article and set it up to be a paragraph that can be used within Spintax. So I can have it on either multiple sites, or I can build a magic page plugin site, and I can have unique content on all those pages. But I'll give you some tips on how you can do this and how it's very simple to do. It just takes a little bit of time and some practice. And if you have some common sense and you know the English language, that's very, very important. I know there's some people that are international that are following my channel, watching my content, and doing local affiliate SEO. But if you don't know the English language, which is extremely tough, this is going to be very, very difficult. But the advantage with investing the time into writing out an article like this means that I can use this on the landscaping page for pretty much any single city site that I build, because of the uniqueness. When you spin the crap out of these articles, it is just unique every single time. And I can also use this on a magic page plugin site where you just straight up copy and paste this whole article, and the software does the work of spinning the article on its own. And within the software, you can also set it to change up the content and spin it a little bit every 60 or 90 days, I believe. So anyways, I want to show you guys a couple examples of a website here that has straight up, I'm not even going to say spun content, because it is duplicate content, and I'll show you guys some of the status of their rankings with these pages. So this company here, I don't know them or anything like that. This is just an example I saw when I was looking through the search results for some of the sites that I have that I see as my competition, essentially. So this one here for Wacek Landscaping Design and Contractor. Then you hop over here to Inver Grove Heights, and we switch back and forth. The only thing that changes, and I know I'm going kind of quick, but the only thing that changes is the city name. That is it. You scroll down here to another section. Let's go to Backyard Swimming Pool Designs, and we'll scroll down here on this side. And the text is the exact same thing. If you wanted to go to it, just head to their website and look up any one of these pages. I'm sure it's the same for all of the cities. I have no idea who built the site, if it was someone in their in-house marketing team, or they hired a design firm or an SEO company to do it. It doesn't matter. All I know is that it's working. And though I would not do this, if you wanted to just take one article that you write and just copy and paste it and just change out the city, it still works, because this particular company for Inver Grove Heights, Minnesota Landscaping, which is a suburb of St. Paul, Minneapolis, they're ranking here in the 9th spot, which is a bit far down. But here for Wacek Landscaping, they're in the number 2 spot. So they're sitting really well in the search results for the exact terms that they want to be ranking for, which are suburbs where they're trying to get clients, and they're doing it with complete duplicate content. So of course, spinning the article will work just fine. So if these guys are able to get away with dozens and dozens of first page rankings, because these are not the only city pages they have, or these two cities, they have pretty much every single city within the metro area covered, and they have first page rankings for the majority of them. And if they're able to do that with duplicate content like this, with just changing out the city name, then spun content most certainly works and flies. Now, is this going to be something that's going to be able to rank for many years to come? We shall see. But a Google update can completely change things within a day's time. But either way, I'm sure this company has reeled in hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of leads by using duplicate content. And I know there are a lot of beginners that watch my channel, and you may not have ever heard of article spinning before. So I want to explain it really quick here in just the quickest way possible. So basically, what spinning an article allows you to do is input different words, sentences, phrases, entire paragraphs if you want, to basically intermix that all together and put it into a tool that will rearrange the wording or whatever you have it set up to do, the sentences, the phrases, the paragraphs, and then after, it spits out a new article that you can take that content and copy and paste it right onto your page or your PBN or whatever you're building with that particular piece of content. And it allows you to have unique content, and it works tremendously. And once you have the base foundation of content like this particular one right here, you can create tons and tons and tons of pages, use it on a Magic Page plugin site or whatever you want to do. So the tool that I use is this one right here, just plain 100% free. I just Googled Spintax, and this was the first result that showed up. spintaxtool.appspot.com/Spintax. I know there are free tools out there that people offer, and there are also paid ones. I've not used any of them. This works fine for me, so I'm just going to continue using it. If you guys have ones that you like, then sweet, and if they work really well for you, leave a comment below. Let me know which ones to maybe check out in in the future. And if you use a paid tool that allows you to just take a regular article and it will interchange words and phrases, that's cool. And if it allows you to do that and it writes well enough, leave a comment below, let me know, because I would be interested in checking that out. I'm all about saving time, because the process otherwise can be time consuming, like I've said. Because for example, when I'm writing out this content, what I do is I will write out one sentence and then I'll see, okay, what words can I change out? So just take a look at these two right here, the image and appearance. What I do is I will go from that article and I'm going to go to synonym.com or thesaurus.com rather, and I'll type in appearance, and I need a synonym for it and make sure that it matches up noun or verb or adjective or whatever the use of the word is. And you can see here the character, image, presence, look, all that sort of stuff. So all of these could be used, and actually I could enhance this a little bit more. I could actually add a couple more words to this so it's even more unique. So we'll throw in character in there, and that way when we grab this little bit of text right here, we come over back to the Spintax tool. We'll click spin, and it says the image, the character, the appearance. Spin it again, the image, the character, and it's completely randomized, which is really cool. So imagine what it does with a full paragraph like this one right here, and I'll zoom out a little bit. Take this full paragraph. You can see, we'll just look at the first couple lines right here, and you can, if we spin it, you can see the character next to your presentation, the image and curb appeal, and I mean, there's just so many different options. Every single bit of this content is all going to be unique. The beauty of this is that this creates unique content that can be used over and over and over and over again, and there's so many different combinations of these words that every single bit of that is going to be unique. And yes, the sentence structure is quite similar from article to article, but it's unlikely that the sentence structure is going to really have any impact on your rankings, especially when we come over here to this example site again, where these two pages are the exact same thing, except the city names change out and they still have first page rankings. So it's safe to say with your single city sites that you build out, or if you build out some Magic Page plugin sites, they'll do just fine as long as the article is written to be extremely unique, with lots and lots of synonyms throughout the content. Local SEO is still kind of like the wild, wild west in terms of what we can get away with, so to speak. And hopefully it stays like that for quite some time, because this is really fun to be able to do and build out sites really quickly, especially when you got the content ready to go. That's the most time consuming part of building a website, is writing out good content for ranking on Google, and also written in a manner that is going to convert the visitors, because if you can't do that, it's completely worthless to even have that website. Now, I know this was not a full-on 45-minute tutorial of me writing out an article, showing you how to find different words, different phrases, and that sort of stuff, but frankly, I would rather do this in 10 minutes, explain how to do this, and giving you guys the actionable advice and steps on how to do this and get results with it, with creating different articles for your sites, and using a little bit of common sense, using knowledge of the English language. And I know that it is insanely difficult to learn for someone who's never, or who's not here in the United States, or it's not your first language. Yes, it's ridiculously insane, but if you're going to be building a website to rank in the search results here in the US, you're going to have to know English to communicate with the website visitors coming to your site. So a quick process on how you can figure out how to do this is just writing out an article for whatever the niches that you are targeting. For example, this one here is all about landscaping in whatever city, state that we're going to select on the website when it's built. First off, before you start, research the niche so you know the services, you know the ins and outs of the industry, that sort of stuff. You got to know what you're writing about, obviously. I've said this many, many, many times. I cannot stress it enough how important it is to know and understand the niche. So then write out an article that's 400, 450 words, or however long you want to have the article, and then start going through that article and see where you can interchange words for other synonyms. And to find other synonyms, just take whatever that word is. For example, we have appearance here, and come over here to thesaurus.com or whatever your chosen synonym finding website is, and type that in, and make sure that the word choice that you're using matches the type of word that it is that you are using. Whether it's an adverb or a verb or an adjective or a noun, make sure it lines up and also makes sense. So then once you create a full Spintax article, input it into this tool, spintaxtool.appspot.com, or use whatever chosen tool you like. Input your text into there, have it spin, copy and paste it, bring it over here to wordcounter.net, or if you want to use Grammarly or any of the other tools out there you can use. And the beautiful thing with tools like this is it gives you an instant feedback loop on whether or not it worked and whether or not your writing makes sense. And in this particular example here with Word Counter, it states that my writing is at a college graduate level. It gives you the keyword density, it gives you how many words, of course, which is a really good thing to know before you end up putting it on your page and publishing that page. And it's as simple as that. Yes, it takes a good amount of time to do this, but when you earn this skill set of being able to do this the only limit that you have is how much time do you want to invest into writing more content, because then the sky is really the limit when it comes to what you can do for how many sites you want to build, whatever is in your budget for acquiring domains and acquiring links. So anyways, go take action with the steps I've just presented to you. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. But if you like this type of content, be sure to go down below, drop a like on this video. It helps me out with the algorithm and also lets me know that you guys are interested in this type of content. And if you want to stay up to date on my business journey and the content that I share here on my channel, the next video is going to be the first weekly roundup, so to speak, or weekly accountability check with the 100 site challenge. So that'll be coming out very soon, but be sure to be subscribed and also click the bell for notifications and make sure you turn it to all notifications on, so that way you know when all the newest content comes out here on my channel. So if you want to also get guided step-by-step training on how to build a local website, rank that website, and monetize it with a local affiliate offer, there are links right down below to our courses where you can get access to that guided step-by-step training and a whole lot more. So with that said, I'll see you guys in the next video.